The Rugby Sevens, we're going to look at some sport now, used to be the biggest party in town. In fact, it was an event that attracted visitors from far and wide. This year, not quite half the tickets have sold yet, but tournament director Steve Dunbar is still upbeat about the event, which is this weekend. I caught up with him earlier, just as the Fijian players were passing by.
Oh, I'm just sitting in the foyer at the team hotel, and the Fijians have just walked outside, and I was just only a producer. I went to Fiji during the year and I had to keep my shirt on. These guys are mighty fine athletes.
Yeah, they're magnificent looking men, aren't they? They're also the Olympic champs too, aren't they?
Yeah, they did very well over in Rio, and yeah, looking forward to them playing well this weekend too. A lot of Fijian fans down here in Wellington.
Yeah, there's a wonderful story about the Fijian team. There's a wonderful story around them, and that's the kind of thing that sells tickets. But have you sold tickets?
Oh, look, John, we've never shied away from the fact that it's been more difficult the last couple of years, but we're expecting 15,000 people on each of the 2 days this weekend, and if we do get those numbers, that'll be an increase on 2016, and that'll be a good thing.
So 15,000 on each of the 2 days, a total of 30,000 tickets sold.
That's right, that's what we're expecting, John, yeah. Yep.
Okay, and so how many, so that's not quite half full, is it? It's not embarrassing, but it's not as many as you would have hoped for, I suspect.
No, the more the merrier, John. Ticket revenue is very important for us, but our commercial program is pretty strong at the moment. Where the forecast for Wellington's looking mighty fine this weekend, so hopefully we can kick-start summer. It's been a little bit slow here.
It's been a little bit slow everywhere, other than the north, as they keep pointing out. Steve, does the event suffer from an identity crisis? So, to put it politely, it was a booze fest, wasn't it? But a lot of people turned up. And then when it stopped being a booze fest, people stopped coming.
Yeah, there's no doubting that after the 2014 tournament, that's the one we didn't sell out for the first time. We went on public sale in 2015 and the partygoers just didn't buy the tickets that they had done in the past. So we had two choices. We could do nothing and hope it came right, or we could do some homework and try and make some changes. We've looked at tournaments like the Big Bash, which 5 or 6 years ago you couldn't buy an ice cream there, and they've turned that event around so you can go and take your family, who can go and dress up and dance and have a few drinks.
So the Big Bash, forgive me, sorry to interrupt, but I suspect some of our listeners won't know what the Big Bash is. That's the 2020 cricket competition in Australia, right? Yeah,
that's right, and I think that's one of the biggest success stories in the Southern Hemisphere in a sporting sense.
So what did you learn from them? You learnt that...
We learnt that we needed to turn the Wellington Sevens into a tournament that anybody could go to and that they could create their own Sevens experience while they were there.
Martin Snedden is saying he feels like this event has reached the end of its natural life, that everything in the sports business and in fact most businesses has a finite life cycle, and this is it. Do you think that's unfair? Do you think you'll be back next year?
Look, I do. I've worked for Martin for 3 years on Rugby World Cup, and he has some strong views on things. As I say, we've done our homework. We've looked at other tournaments that have been in the same position as us, who have turned things around. So we're confident that trying to create a party for all is the way forward. Wellington's got a contract for 3 more tournaments. So, yeah, the proof will be in the pudding.
That is Steve Dunbar talking about the Wellington Sevens, which is on this weekend.